When people look back at the Iraq War, they usually argue about intelligence failures, weapons of mass destruction, faulty reports, bad assumptions. But there was another fear circulating at the time, a quieter one: peak oil. And if you don't understand that fear, you don't fully understand the early 2000s. Let's define it simply. Peak oil doesn't mean we run out of oil. It means global oil production hits a maximum level and then begins to decline. Think of it like squeezing a tube of toothpaste. At first, it flows easily. Then it gets harder. Then you're working for every drop. In the early 2000s, many geologists believed we were approaching that peak. At the same time, China was industrializing rapidly. India was growing. Global demand for oil was surging. Oil prices climbed. By 2008, oil hit $147 a barrel. That wasn't just inflation, that was energy stress. And when energy becomes scarce or expensive, economies wobble. Here's the key point. If policymakers believe oil supply could tighten globally, then energy security becomes urgent, not optional. Strategic reserves matter more. Shipping lanes matter more. Middle Eastern stability matters more. And countries with large reserves suddenly look very strategic. Again, this doesn't require a conspiracy. It requires incentives. Fear of scarcity changes behavior. Now, fast forward to 2026. Shale production exploded over the past decade. The U.S. became one of the world's largest producers, and the peak oil narrative shifted. But here's what didn't change. Oil is still globally traded. Shipping choke points still matter. Price shocks still ripple through everything. The fear may have evolved, but the system remains exposed. Peak oil may not have unfolded exactly as predicted, but the anxiety around it shaped policy thinking. And that's the real lesson. When leaders believe a core resource is fragile, foreign policy hardens. So as we move into a decade of energy transition, geopolitical tension, and financial strain, the question isn't, are we running out? The question is, how do scarcity fears shape behavior? Because perception, not just reality, drives decisions.